Hi friends, welcome to the tutorial series of distributed operating system by GoOnBoy Tutorials.
In last tutorial we have studied different layers of OSI model.
In this tutorial we will study asynchronous transfer mode, ATM reference model and ATM switching. So, what is a asynchronous transfer mode? In early century, the telephone companies were using a separate network for voice and data traffic, and this scheme was having some drawbacks. To overcome this drawback, asynchronous transfer mode was introduced. Asynchronous transfer mode uses fixed size of block to transport data and the voice traffic over the virtual circuit. Because of fixed size block, it gives good performance for both type of traffics. Advantages of fixed size block: it allows rapid switching and eliminate the danger of small packet being delayed because big packet is continuously trying to use that line. Next we have ATM model. In ATM model, sender first establishes the connection to the receiver. Means एक रूट डिफाइन किया जाता है और राउटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर किया जाता है स्विचेस में. Using this connection, we can send the packet, but these packets are also chopped in small size units called cells. Cell switching allows point-to-point and multicasting facility. Advantage of ATM model: single network can be used to transport mixed data, that is voice, broadcast television, radio information, etc.
Now we will see ATM reference model. There are three important layers in ATM reference model: physical layer, ATM adaptation layer. We will see functionalities of this one by one.
First we have physical layer. ATM मॉडल का जो फिजिकल लेयर है वो OSI मॉडल के फिजिकल लेयर से मिलता जुलता है. ATM मॉडल के फिजिकल लेयर में कौन सी वायर यूज़ होगी या कौन सा फाइबर यूज़ होगा ये डिसाइड किया जाता है. तो ATM adapter board plug into the computer can put out stream of cells onto the wires or the fiber. Transmission stream must be continuous. In ATM physical layer, SONET, that is synchronous optical network, can be introduced, which puts cells into the payload portion of the SONET frames. Next we have ATM layer. It deals with cells and cell transport, including routing of the data. There is a standard for packing ATM cell into SONET frames. In ATM layer, we have concept of ATM cell header. GFC. GFC means generic flow control, which uses 4 bit in ATM cell header. VPI, virtual path identifier, which uses 8 bits. VCI, that is virtual channel identifier, which uses 16 bits. CLP, that is cell loss priority, which uses 1 bit. CRC, that is cyclic redundancy checksum, which uses 8 bits. Payload type uses 3 bits. Now we will see functionality of each section. GFC, used for flow control. VPI and VCI feeds identify the path and virtual circuit cell belong to. Payload type distinguishes the data cell from control cell. Cell loss priority: here cell priority is done to make some cells less important than the others. CRC, it contains error detecting code. Whatever the packets or the cells which enter the ATM cell header, CRC checks for error. Next we have ATM adaptation layer. Handles the breaking of packet into cell and reassembles at other end. ATM adaptation layer handles 4 type of traffic. Constant bitrate, that is audio and the video. Variable bitrate traffic, that is compressed video strips. Connection oriented data traffic, that is Ethernet. Connectionless data traffic, that is data on local area network. In ATM adaptation layer, we can use SIL, that is simple and efficient adaptation layer, which uses only 1 bit in the ATM header. Normally it is set to 0, but it is set to 1 in the last cell of the packet. Last we have upper layers. The functionality of upper layers is not defined. According to the application, you can implement the layers. First is control plane, responsible for generating and managing the signaling request. User plane deals with the data transport, flow control, error correction and other user functions. Layer management manages the layer specific functions. Plane management manages and coordinates the function related to the complete system. In most of the book, ATM model is given till upper layers, so you can draw till upper layers. If you draw this control plane, user plane, management plane, there is nothing wrong in it until and unless you cover all the point which is accepted by the examiner. In examination, you can remember this diagram with this short form, that is PA-U. PA मूवी तो पता ही होगी, आगे एक U. Simple है. Next we have ATM switching. ATM networks are built using copper, optical cables and switches. In below figure, we have 4 switches, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Each switch has a 4 ports and can be used for both input and output. Cell originating from any of the 8 computers attached to the system can be switched to any of the other computer by going through one or more switches. Now we will see what is inside the switch. It has input and output lines and parallel switching fabric connecting to them. When cell arrives, its VPI and VCI fields are examined. Based on this information, the cell is routed to correct output port. Whatever the information we get, we store in switches. But here the problem arises. Problem is that when two cells arrives at the same time from different input lines and need to go to same output port. Solution: to build the input queue and send them when the output port is free. इसका मतलब क्या है, जितना भी आपको इनपुट मिलता है वो एक क्यू में स्टोर करो और जब भी आउटपुट पोर्ट फ्री होता है उनको सेंड कर दो. नेक्स्ट वी हैव सेमेस्टर क्वेश्चन. एक्सप्लेन द असिंक्रोनस ट्रांसपोर्ट मोड. एक्सप्लेन द ATM रेफरेंस मॉडल. एक्सप्लेन द ATM सेल एडर फील्ड्स. एक्सप्लेन द ATM switching. In next tutorial, we will study client-server model and 3 type of addressing. So you subscribe to my channel, also share with your friends. Comment down below if any suggestion are there. नोट्स का लिंक मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन में डाला हुआ है. तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट ट्यूटोरियल में.